what you need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show we talk about sports with comedians. And let's get it popping. First up, my man Howie Bell. Howie, what's going on?
What up, Frank? How you doing, brother?
Come on, how you doing, sir?
All is well, man. Can't complain.
Let's get everybody else in here. My man Mo is in here. Mo, how you doing, sir?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
We doing all
What
right.
up, though?
We doing all right. D Jones in the building too. D, what's going on? How you doing, D? Oh, he got the curse of the Patriots hat. He'll come in a second. I'll wait for him to come in a second. And my man Jason Hayes, how you doing, Jay?
I'm good. Hey, that's God taking care of all of us with that Patriots bullshit. Look at God.
All right, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. I can't wait to jump in this stuff, man. We got stuff that we got to talk about, and it look like Jay's coming in on this side. So Jay, here you go. Take you out of there. Jay, how you doing, sir? Jay.
But D?
I'm sorry, D Jones. How you doing, D?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back. I'm sorry. A lot of stuff going on in Detroit they needed to consult me about.
Yeah, but they can't get Captain Silverhole all the time. You know what I mean?
Kid Rock need that new manager.
I don't mess with Kid Rock. I don't associate me with Kid Rock.
You need Kid need that new manager now, baby.
All right, so let's get ready to get this started, man. Howie Bell, you up first, man. Howie.
What up?
You got the news, but I dropped it a little bit to you guys yesterday that the NBA is now getting ready to feature a brand new NBA All-Star format. Besides the obvious change, there's going to be a 3-team format featuring 8-man rosters, 2 of which will be made up of American players, the third are international selections, and there'll be a couple of changes. So what they're going to do is basically do almost like the NCAA format, you know what I mean? And they're going to try to have the final game between the final 2 teams that stand up, and they're trying to do this all within 1 calendar day. First of all, let me ask you, Howie Bell, do you like the NBA All-Star format? The new one with the NBA, with the U.S. versus the world.
I do. I like it. I like the March Madness feel they're trying to put in there. The quick tournament style. I do. I think they need to flip it up anyway. You know what I'm saying, with the All-Star weekend. So I do. I like it, man. I have nothing against it, man. I think that it's gonna help out with the competitiveness. I think that it's gonna make it more exciting. It's gonna get people more interested. You know what I'm saying, as opposed to just 200 points to 210. I just think it's a better look, overall.
Yeah, 200 points, close to 150 points with them not really playing defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're playing. They just throwing the ball up.
Yeah, it's great. It's stupid.
Yeah. I'm all for it myself. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I don't necessarily love what they're doing with it right now. With the, I just want one full game, 48-minute game. To me, I want a 48-minute game. Let's select who's going to play for the U.S. and let's select who's going to play for the world. And but with the tournament topic, I don't know if I necessarily like that part, but it's better than what it was last year to me. That's the way I look at it. What you think, Mo? How are you looking at it as a basketball fan?
I think the NBA doing too much, man. I could understand one game. Vote, we get the players, we play the game. You know what I'm saying? Had an All-Star weekend, throw in something in there to level it off as far as American in the world and the countries that are participating in the festivities or whatever, something like that. But it's too much basketball. It's too much basketball for one weekend. It's like these dudes don't want to play that much basketball. They trying to win the NBA championship. Man, you are prone to get something might happen. You know what I'm saying? I remember when White Chocolate put something up there about how they trying to follow the NHL with the
right.
And I was there for that in book. I was working at the Garden those last 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Those last 2 rounds, and key players got hurt that prevented teams from going to the Stanley Cup, and they were talking about that. I think somebody who played for Canada got hurt. If I'm not right, if White Chocolate, if he comes in or if he's on, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's too much basketball. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get hurt.
That's one way of looking at it. Definitely one way of looking at it. Let me see what's your thoughts on this, D Jones. Where you at with that?
Yeah, I think we're gonna talk about it later in the top 5, so I saved some of that. But to me, I would rather see like the vets versus the new school or something. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more prideful. Like if the vets are going against the younger cats, the vets don't want to lose. Then they really go play hard because I'm not about to let. If I'm LeBron, I'm not about to let Anthony Edwards dunk on me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see the vets versus the new class. That's what I want to see.
Okay, that's definitely. I mean, I can't be mad at you with that. I'll express my thought. What's your thoughts, Jay?
I mean, I like it. I mean, you gotta do something because viewership is not what they needed, for it to be optimal. But I think, what you and Mo are not thinking about. First of all, you gotta understand, man, we are a certain age. And these younger people that they gotta pull into the process, they have I mean, I'm saying this like they spend most of their life watching 30-second reels. Their attention span is trash. So you're gonna have to do something that's gonna be like a quick hitter kind of thing, and kind of break it up and feed it to them like in micro doses, to kind of get them excited about what's going on. So I mean, I kind of like it, man, because what we know for sure is that what they've been doing isn't working.
Let me just say one more thing. I think what they've been doing hasn't been working, and it's so bad. It's literally on the precipice of being able to cancel NBA All-Star Weekend
Correct.
altogether. You know what I mean?
Correct.
That's why I think I think we were literally 1 year away from that. I mean, Howie, do you think that if this doesn't work, that it's possible that the NBA All-Star Weekend could get canceled? Because that's where I think we're headed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought about that till you just said that just now, but I don't think so. I don't think they will. I think it's too much money involved. First of all, with sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. People want to see their favorite players play, all together and all that kind of stuff. They like the competitions, So I the 3-point competition, dunk competition is getting weak, but. I don't think it will be canceled. I think they'll just find more creative ways to do it. I'm telling you, you think D Jones hit a point with young against the old. That's a good one. But I'm telling y'all, the girls against the boys, or a mixed up team with some females from the WNBA playing alongside those guys. I think that. I'm telling you, I think that. And I mentioned that before on the show before, but I think it'll work. But
yeah, that would work for the celebrity game or the celebrity like on Friday night, something like
Correct.
that. But
anytime of the weekend. I mean, just do that.
But the highlight of the weekend should be, to me, the foreign players versus the U.S. players, because the way I look at this, Mo, let me see what Mo thinks. The way I look at this, Mo, maybe I could be wrong. The way I look at this, Mo, it's bragging rights now. That's where I think we're at now. I think we're at the point now, whereas because there's so many good foreign players now in the NBA. I think now the foreign players can literally say that they were some of the best players in the NBA versus the U.S. players. You could literally make an argument with Giannis, Jokic, Luka, a couple other guys coming up that you could say that these guys literally have. And look at SGA, Devin Booker. Like, these people aren't putting in their mind that some of these best players, they're foreign players. They're not all U.S. born and bred. What you think, Mo?
Yeah, it is bragging rights. I just, like I said, think it's too much to get to the damn game. All these damn tournaments, this, that, and the other. Get the best.
Yeah.
Who the best is. All right, we vote for the best, and then we play the game. And I think one thing they should do, though, man, is bring in all these super internet dunking phenomenon.
Yeah.
They need to come into the dunk contest. Let them do the dunk and let them talk. What's the boy name that does all the boxing thing? He fought Mike Tyson and what's his name?
Jake Paul.
Let them turn the dunk contest into a Jake Paul type atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Start talking trash. Boom, we in the dunk contest. Who in the NBA gonna come? They scared of us. I bet you somebody will step up.
Yeah, I think so too. D Jones, you think we are in the possibility of being able to have it could be canceled if it doesn't work for this new format? Because the last 2 years has been scrapped with three different things. You know what I mean?
I think it might need to, because didn't they cancel the dunk contest for a minute? Then they brought it back. That white boy came out there and was like, okay, I'm about to win this dunk contest. And I like what Mo said. They should get those internet cats they really be doing some dunks we never seen before. So I think they should do that. How we hit it with the women, but remember a couple seasons ago, they had that WNBA girl versus Steph Curry in the 3-point contest.
Yeah,
I would rather see the girls do a 3-point contest than a basketball game. So I think that'd be dope to include something like that. And the game not gonna matter until the players really care about it. They don't care about it no more.
Yeah. So I guess my last question, Jay, you get the last question on this. Do you honestly think that if this doesn't work, that we are on the precipice of having this NBA All-Star Weekend scrapped because even though everybody's saying it's a lot of money and everything else, they lost. NBA in the last couple of years has lost a ton of more money, and it's not being reported than what they had made previously during the years when it was successful. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on this?
Nah, I mean, I agree with Howie. I mean, it's way too much money involved with it for it to just go away like that. I mean, like it would have to be a lot of consecutive years of it just being terrible for them to scrap it. You know, because I'm a person who's living in Philadelphia when Philadelphia had it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much that goes into that All-Star weekend starting on that Thursday. You know, that you don't get to see I mean, the city is on fire. Like it's literally like tens of thousands of extra people in your city, and they're paying for hotel rooms, they're eating at restaurants.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a boom to the cities in such a major way that you don't get to see on television. Like I mean, they're renting out like civic centers, to have exhibitions that kids can go to and do different stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just too much money involved for local economies for them to say, well, nobody really cares to stop doing it. Because enough people do care that shows up, in a real way beyond television ratings.
I just say this. I think I read USA Today or the Wall Street Journal in the last 24 hours. I'm not sure where I read it because I was, when the NBA dropped this news last night, I was doing a little bit more research on it. The NBA lost $44 million in NBA All-Star Weekend last year. You know what I mean? And I don't know how much money they make when it's, supposedly profitable. But even though they had a lot of splash and a lot of glitz and glamour and something new they tried out last year, they still lost $44 million. You're right. There is a lot of money involved. But is the money that's involved, does it supersede the money that's being made? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm going with that.
But last year they had it in San Francisco, right?
Right.
So that's one of the most expensive cities you can host anything in this country.
Very true.
And it's also on the West Coast where most people live east of the Mississippi.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, Philadelphia was overrun. So if you have the All-Star game in places that are drivable amongst the East Coast, it's a different world.
Yeah. You excellent point, Jay. Excellent point. Can't even make it. But I'll leave it with this. It's in LA next year. It's in LA. So
they can go to LA though.
Saying is, you're spot on. Everything, and we all know how it is to live out in LA with LA expenses and everything else too. So there's that with that. All right. Let's see. All right, there's another topic I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to hit you off the head with this. Something I didn't, it wasn't everywhere, and I like the stories that are not everywhere. That everybody ain't always talk about. First thing up, man, the Women's Basketball League is expanding in its second season, both the number of teams and its TV footprint. It's a 3-on-3 league where it's co-founded by NBA stars Nahisha Collier and Brina Stewart. It's adding a fourth night of games on TNT for the upcoming season, which tips off January 5th. It's also expanding to 8 teams. I'm basically wanted to talk about this and everything else because people are complaining and certain, obviously sports topics, sports rooms and everything else, that this new WNBA league, even though it's 3-on-3, is splitting up the audience for the WNBA and it's tearing the audience apart because there's not enough of them. So I want to ask you all, what do you think about the new WNBA league that's 3-on-3? And do you think it's a good thing or do you think it's a bad thing? And you think it's a bad thing because it's splitting the audience? What do you think, Holly Bell?
Yeah, this may be a little bit too premature. I like the idea, but yeah, I think the WNBA is trying to come up and trying to rebuild and get their feet up under them a little better than what it's been. I don't know if that's a good idea. You may be right. This may be splitting them up a little bit. On the flip side, it may help, with the branding and all those type of things. So I think that's what they're trying to do. But I don't know. I think that I don't think they're too young still. I like the idea of what they were doing with the expansion, like some more teams for the WNBA. But I don't know if I like this 3-on-3 as a split or division for the league like that. I don't know.
Okay,
Sound like some catty woman stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know about that. I don't know.
okay, see, so Mo, Howie just stated something that was almost very equivalent to what people were saying in the days of the ABA and the NBA. You know what I mean? When the ABA was doing this thing and the NBA was basically teetering. You know what I mean? Howie Bell just basically said almost the same thing of what people were saying. They were like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Just they weren't sure. Are we looking at the exact same thing that happened in the 70s happening right now in 2025 with the WNBA and this new league?
Oh, we could be, yeah. I mean, because you know what? I was kind of like, I think I seen something last season about the 3-on-3 or something like that. And I'm like, that might be a little bit dope. Might be a little bit more better than the full, the WNBA, what they do, because it might be a little bit more ball hearted and doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? 3-on-3 is different than whatever down full court.
Right.
You know? So, right. I mean, I don't know. I think the WNBA got some of the worst timing. Like, don't they season start?
It starts when the NBA season ends. It starts around that time.
Right. And it's like during the playoffs, like, and they or the championship, right? They got the worst timing for things to be happening within their league. And I don't know, man. I just think that they need to do something to fix it.
Okay, so that brings up another point, D. Jones. The point now I want to bring up, D. Jones, is that the WNBA is also, for those of you paying attention to what's going on out in the outside world, they also are trying to demand a new pay raise. They're trying to demand a new pay raise. So, and they're threatening to go on strike. What's your thoughts about this, D. Jones? Perfect time to go on strike. Perfect time for this new league happening. What's your thoughts?
Well, the new league, and I think they did this last year because I remember turning on TV and seeing a 3-on-3 league. And I only remember this because I seen Skylar Diggins playing. And I don't know if y'all know who Skylar Diggins is, but she fine.
I know.
Hell. So yeah, so I watched it. I'm like, is that Skylar? And it was more competitive because it's not full court, it's 3-on-3. So they not running the length of a court. They right there. It's almost like watching the game of 21. It's a little bit more competitive. The strike, they got to do whatever they got to do to get some money. I know they're not paying them women a lot. They're getting a small percentage, even though the WNBA don't make that much money. And the WNBA is not going to make a lot of money unless women support it because it's a woman's sport. So they should strike and get the money they deserve. If it's any money out there for them to get all you can.
All right. Jay, you get the final question. This thanks to White Chocolate. The WNBA starts. The 2025 regular season began on Friday, May 16th. It ran through September 11th. The playoffs began on September 14th. And looks like ended around October 17th. You know what I mean? So that's what we're looking at. But what's your thoughts on this overall, Jay? You know, does this cause some friction for the even though the new league is in its second season, the WNBA is also trying to, let's face it, they're trying to get a pay raise. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on all this?
First off, to me, it feels like hustling backwards almost to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like the new league is the equivalent of the WNBA. It's 3-on-3. That's two different sports almost. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like how you play 3-on-3 versus how you got to play, with 5-on-5, in a full court setting. It's two different experiences for the players, and it's also a different experience, for the viewer. But people talk about the ABA. I looked it up. The ABA lasted 9 seasons, bro.
Mm-hmm. It sure did. Yeah.
NBA is going into year 78.
But the ABA merged with the NBA. You know what I mean?
But they didn't keep all those teams.
No,
a lot of ABA teams went away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They took the teams that had value and they brought them into the NBA, and expanded the league because it was just easier to do expansion that way. But there's, you can't undervalue, having been around and knowing how to do it. WNBA has been around 30 years, right? And they still don't make money, to point out the D. They don't make much money. They don't make any money.
Right.
They lose $40 million a year.
Right.
That the NBA subsidizes. So now that they're finally getting traction, they want to dilute the attention and start going to a 3-on-3 league, ain't even 5-on-5, and at
Yeah,
least do something equivalent, of the ABA.
that don't make sense.
And
Exactly.
that's
You know
the
what I'm
point I
saying? It
wanted to
doesn't
bring
make
up.
sense to me to do that right
Yeah.
now.
And that's the point I was trying to get to. Thank you, Jay, for getting that point, because it's diluting the regular WNBA. It's diluting their strength. It's diluting the team. It's diluting the league. All clear across the board. To me, it's a horrible idea. If I was any WNBA player, I'd be like, we don't need to do this because we could be literally signing our death warrant for this league. That's what
I'm
we
telling
could be
you,
doing.
Hey,
it's
Frank,
dangerous, man.
Frank,
Yeah, it's playing
women
with fire. I don't understand why none of them don't see it. None of the players reps don't see it. But
do women run that league?
huh?
Do women run that league?
The 3-on-3, yeah.
Both
The
of them.
3-on-3, yeah. But
Both
the
of them.
WNBA is the WNBA is a subsidy of the NBA, so it's
But
run by
who
men.
runs it?
Who runs what?
Is women are over it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commissioner and
I'm
stuff.
gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Goddamn D. You and Howie, boy.
Y'all gonna get us canceled before we even get on.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
already-
We can't do a show in Houston because of Howie.
You can't go to Houston.
And now here you come.
Now you gonna just take all the women.
I mean,
Take all the women off the show.
But I mean, to be honest though, it do seem catty. We gonna start our own league. You know,
It
just
does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just
seems
don't
petty.
sound right. You know what I'm saying?
No, Howie.
The men did it too. You had the USFL. You had
and they all failed.
They all default.
saying, but they all
failed.
failed. But it's not catty. People try. Listen,
Nah.
we all
No.
come. Everybody on this show right now is on the reason why we've been successful because we've had failure.
Mm-hmm.
But Mo, you know how
You
it's
don't know
petty.
what's going to work until you do it. Nobody on this show right now can say they sat at home and said, I wonder what would have happened. That way you know what happens. We don't sit back and wonder, so what they failed. But it's not catty, it's business.
No, it's not. It's petty. And I'll tell you how it's petty. Because they're not forming an equivalent league. They're saying we're just gonna do 3-on-3. You know what I'm saying? That's how mad we are. Now here's the thing. In a regular game, bro, you need 5 people to start. So already that's 2 less paychecks per team that somebody gonna get for being on the court. Now, because it's 3-on-3, you don't need subs anymore.
Hold on, Mo. Let him finish his point. Hold on, Mo. Go ahead.
You don't need subs anymore. You know what I'm saying? So now, by going 3-on-3, you are deducting jobs that you got to give the people in the long run anyway. That's how I know it's petty, because they ain't thought it through. It don't make no sense to do it.
Mm-hmm. Bro, he said it well. I can't even follow it up. He said it well. He said it well. Like how they say it, drop the mic, right? How he dropped the mic.
He dropped the mic, baby.
He dropped the mic. He dropped the mic. That's how you do it. All right, let's get ready to talk about this one, man. I'm sure you guys heard about this right now. Travis Hunter got hurt. He had surgery. It's official. He gonna miss the whole rest of the season. What's your thoughts on this, Howie Bell?
Oh man, forget my thoughts. The team's thoughts. They gonna rethink playing him both ways, man. I mean, that's a lot on a player, bro. You know, so you can do all that stuff in college or high school, but NFL, man, these guys, it's tough business. It's hard on your body. It's harder mentally. You know, everything is tougher to be able to perform on a high level on both sides of the ball, and that may be a reason that he's injured.
That's it could be the cause, because he definitely with more wear and tear. Where you at with this, Mo? What's your thoughts?
Man, I just hope he get better. I hope he get better, and I hope he doesn't have to keep going through this throughout his career. I think he's a phenomenal football player, and I think it's just sad because we got to hear the "I told you so's." You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're gonna hear. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. He wasn't gonna make it. Blah 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 blah. I was rooting for the kid.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely one way of looking at it. D. Jones, do you think this gives more thought process to people who had an argument against, playing 2-way?
I need you to put the camera on me real quick.
It's on you.
Okay. I feel sorry for Travis Hunter, not for that, but for getting drafted to such a terrible franchise with such that my heart goes out to him. I wish he could have went to the Jets at least. You know what I'm saying? Somebody,
Yes.
some franchise that
Oh,
could have used his abilities, and he probably wouldn't have got hurt on that turf.
Oh shit.
You know, and I just prayed. I pray that he has a speedy recovery because we're missing a great talent. That's all.
Okay, that's one way it's definitely saying it.
mhm.
Jay, White Chocolate posted up in here that the team wanted to confirm the severity of Hunter's injury, and he would have basically his ACL is intact. Further testing revealed a little bit of damage to the LCL. There's no additional damage to the knee. He'd be back in 6 months. You know what I mean? But
Right.
obviously that takes him out for the rest of the season because the season's going to be done in what, 2 months? You know what
Well,
I mean?
their season was over with anyway, right? They're
Yeah.
not
Right.
making the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on this, Jay? It's your team. It's your boy. It's your team.
And listen, I mean, you know, to piggyback what D said, I mean, things could have been much worse for him. You know, he could have been going to that team that plays in suburban Providence.
Wow.
That's
You know what I'm
really
saying?
terrible. That's terrible.
But you know, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Wow.
But you see, people who say I told you so, dude, he got hurt in practice in a non-contact thing. He was running drills,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, he didn't get hurt in the game. You know, he didn't get hurt. Like tackling somebody. We're talking about practice, not a game. Practice. Right? And so when I heard it was non-contact, that means the cleat probably got stuck somewhere, body went a kind of way, and I knew it was gonna be bad when I heard non-contact.
Yeah,
So
I did too.
I was like, yeah, it's gonna be bad, man, because he ain't hit nobody hit him. And when we go down with that stuff, it's always gonna be bad. But it seems like it's about as minimal as things can be, you know, to have a knee injury, you know, it's gonna take you out. So he's out the rest of this year. And hopefully, man, he'll find him somebody, man, you know, that put some ham hocks and sweet potatoes on his plate. You know, cause he's real petite right now. You know what I'm saying? He kind of, I mean, you know, I think he's like 185 or something, 185, 190, bro. I mean, you know, he needs to put like another 15, 20 on him if he really wants to do that.
Yeah, he definitely want to do that. Howie Bell, it's time for you up now. It was announced today that Jameis Winston is going to be the new Giants starter. Now, Howie, let me ask you this. Because that's what everybody's talking about. But this is what I want. Do you think that Brian Daboll was trying to not name Jameis Winston the starter? You think this is coming down from ownership? You know what I mean? Do you think that's what's happening? You think that's what the pressure of helping Brian Daboll get kicked out and all of that? You think that has a lot to do with it? What's your thoughts?
I don't know. It could. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it even would be a big secret though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The Giants are kind of horrible right now, and they definitely wasn't gonna promote Russell Wilson. That's for goddamn sure.
No.
So I mean, Russell Wilson looked like he was playing Pee Wee League, man, amongst them dudes. Man, got look. But I don't know the Giants, man. You know, Jameis. I don't know. He keep getting chances though. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Jameis Winston keep getting chances. So you know, we'll see what he can do, man, for the Giants.
All right, that's definitely one take. Mo, you a Giants fan. How are you looking at this as a Giants fan? Do you think this was pressure from ownership to make Jameis Winston a starter? Do you think this has something to do with Brian Daboll getting fired because he wasn't going to name Jameis Winston starter? Like, what's your thought process coming from New York Giants fandom?
I mean, I think Dable deserved to be fired no matter who he was going to name. It don't matter who he named.
Yeah, that didn't.
Starter, just make sure, you know, saying you take your name off the parking list when you walk out the door. That's it.
And turn your keys in at the door,
Yeah,
right?
and turn your keys in. You know, say pack your shit and go.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, keep the keys. We'll just change the locks.
No, we ain't investing no more money in you. Give us our keys or we're going to whoop your ass.
Yeah, I don't even know why that would even be a secret, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think, honestly, you know, listen, we already losing. What else can you? I'm just hoping we get the fake. How Damien say? I hope we get famous Jameis out here, not interception Jameis or wow. I just hope he has the last few games and just does his thing, man, and give us something to cheer about going into the end of the season.
Because the only reason why I brought this up, D, is because D Jones is because the minute that Brian Dable gets fired, the very next day they announced that Jameis Winston is a starter. That's where my thought, like, there's something not adding up to me here. How are you looking at this, man? Read the tea leaves. Read the tea leaves, D. Tell me what you see.
Zoom in, Frank. Zoom in.
I can't zoom in, but yeah, you come close. There you go. You don't give a piss about the Giants.
Catch 22. I love seeing Jameis play because he's gonna say something before the game. If they win, he's gonna say something after the game. It's gonna be amazing just watching Jameis play. But the other part is, I want to see the Giants fail some more, and he might still be able to lead the league in interceptions. So either way it go, it's gonna be a great time if he finishes out the season, man. I'm gonna zoom out. You zoomed out.
All right. I thought you was gonna say I don't give a piss about the Giants. All right.
And I don't give a piss.
Jay, how you looking at this, man? Does anything add up to you or how he got ceremoniously fired one day and Jameis Winston's named, the very next day?
But honestly, man, so there's a saying, that a lot of people say, I know in the South, that a coach would rather lose his way than win somebody else's way. And Daboll seems like he's one of those people. Like, instead of making adjustments to what he normally does to win games, he was just insistent that he do it his way.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at last season, out of all the quarterbacks on their roster, Jameis had the most successful season last year. Like, he won games in Cleveland that they had no business winning.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps getting chances because he's really talented. I mean, he's really smart. He knows how to play the game. So I think that they immediately said he was going to be a starter because it's New York. So, because, the papers ain't going to run, is it going to be Russell Wilson again? Does Jameis get a chance? They said, nah, we already seen what Sierra husband does. We ain't got to look at that no more. Jackson Dart is concussed because he was running him like he was a goddamn running back. So now he ain't no good, for the rest of the year. Honestly, that's what got him fired, to be honest. But Jameis, I thought Jameis should have started the season for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they didn't want him to be successful. Because if Jameis balls out for them, now they got a dilemma. They got a first-round quarterback. They took 26th overall, and they got a dude that's winning games for them. And now they got to make a decision about whatever, and the GM didn't. He didn't want that responsibility. That's what I think.
Not to mention, you got Jameis winning games. You're paying all this money to Russell Wilson, and you got a first-round draft pick. Like, you have not just a dilemma, you got a triple dilemma on your hands if Jameis Winston starts and he's successful. I get great point, Jay. Great point. All right.
And Frank, I want to say something to what Jay said about coaching, and they want to win their way, and kind of. There's not too many Dan Campbells out there. You know what I'm saying? Where you can just take over the play calling and be successful. That's a Detroit Lion coach. You understand what I'm saying? This is the things that we do on the coaching side.
Here we go.
We figure it out. We take over and we bite kneecaps, baby. This is what we do.
Here we go.
One pride.
Here we go. All right, Howie.
Oh, man.
You ready, Howie? You ready? Let's get ready to get this top 5. We 10 weeks in on the NFL, and we 10 weeks in from looking at certain things. So we got to talk about this. What's your top 5 power rankings after 10 weeks in on the NFL? Because one thing's for sure, it's definitely changed every single week after 10 weeks. It should have anyway. So now we're 10 weeks in. What's your top 5, Howie Bell?
Oh, man. I got the Seattle Seahawks at number 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? They should be higher. You know what I'm saying? But I got them. Their defense is incredible. But I love they got a tradition, too, of having good defense. I got the Rams at number 4, bro.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Rams, Matthew Stafford probably had one of the best seasons of his career. That's crazy, late in his career like this. I got the Indianapolis Colts at number 3.
Okay.
And, this is these are some good teams right now, man.
Yeah.
And so, Indianapolis Colts, they've proven that they belong right there. I gotta put the Detroit Lions at number 2. You know, I would love to do number 1, but they're not. And the only reason why they're not number 1 is because until somebody beat the Philadelphia Eagles, man, I don't think that. And we're gonna see, because the Lions and Eagles coming up next week. We're gonna see kind of this changes around, but right now I got to keep Philly at number 1, bro.
Okay, that's mighty prideful of you, bro, to put your team at number 2. I like what you did there.
Can't believe it.
I can't either. I'm shocked.
Hey man, I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I'm neutral.
Sure you are. No, where you at with your list, man? After 10 weeks in the NFL, where you at with your power rankings? How it look?
All right, I got the Lions at number 5. Got the Lions sitting right there at number 5. I got the Rams at number 4, doing their thing right there at number 4. At number 3, I'm going with the Seahawks. Number 2, I got the Patriots. Number 1, I'm sticking with the Colts.
You got the Patriots at number 2?
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Okay, all right. Somebody record. Steve, White Chocolate, you recording this? I hope you're recording this. I hope it's recorded. Let's record. Oh, we record. Okay. D. Jones, what's your top 5 power rankings in the NFL after 10 weeks in?
I got the Eagles at number 5. I got the Colts at number 4. I got the Seahawks at number 3. I got the Rams at number 2.
Yeah, who you got at number 1?
Draco!
It's going to come to an end, though.
Oh, hilarious. Jay, let me see what your list look like. Top 5.
Well, first I got an honorable mention because I don't love the way they're playing. Philadelphia is technically number 6 for me, or 5A or whatever, 5B. I got the Eagles there. Number 5, I got the Providence Patriots. and I saved them only because Buffalo shit in the bed this year, and they're gonna win the division. Number 4, I got Seattle Seahawks. The disrespect gonna stop at some point with these dudes, man. This is a really good football team.
They are.
Number 3, I got the Colts. Number 2, I got the Lions. But number 1, I'm telling you, nobody wants to play these dudes. I'm telling you, they don't. I got the LA Rams. Because Stafford is video gaming it. That defense is filthy, and they can run the ball on top of that.
Very, very interesting list. Very, very interesting list. And I'm only going to say, I don't think, I want to put just there's a lot of y'all are not paying attention to 2 teams. Some of y'all mentioned it, but the Rams and the Seahawks, to me, and the Lions are the 3 best teams in the league right now. Those are the 3 best teams in the league. You know what I mean?
Fair. That's fair.
The Rams, Seahawks, and the Lions are the 3 best teams in the league.
Right.
And honestly, to me, you could have them in any order. You know what I mean? They could be 1, 2, or 3 in any way, any order, depending on the week. But after this weekend,
I'm sorry, Frank. I didn't mean to cut you off. Just about to kind of you read my mind. After this weekend, it's a lot of games. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Lions played. I just mentioned that.
Yeah.
If the Lions beat Philly, you're gonna have to put the Lions at number 1 in the NFC.
Yeah, but because
I have to.
A lot of head-to-head this weekend that we're talking about right now. They're gonna be
Well, you can't skip over the Rams and the Seahawks either.
That's gonna be a great game.
I think them the 4 teams in the NFC that's gonna come out is Detroit, the Rams, the Seahawks, or the Eagles, and whoever in the AFC in the playoffs can make it.
Right.
Honestly, I don't even think the Eagles is in the top 3, bro. I hear what you're saying, but the way they're playing right now, you can't play like that all the way through the playoffs and expect to win. You just can't. The
Chiefs did it last season.
Yeah,
but they're 7-2.
The Chiefs had the refs. The Chiefs had the refs. That's different. You know what I mean? The Eagles ain't gonna have the refs. So
the Eagles made some changes in that with the deadline, with the trade deadline. So they made.
Oh yeah, Phillips. Yeah, Phillips looked like they got something with him.
Yeah,
they made some upgrades.
We'll see. All right, so now that we did the top 5 power rankings in the NFL, which top 5 teams in the NFL do you think regrets? And I'm saying this hugely because Brian Dable got fired. Which top 5 team do you think regrets firing their head coach? How are you up?
Well, you were saying that this is all time, though, right? It ain't had to be like this season. So a couple of things, man, I looked at, man. So let's go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about that? When they fired Tom Coughlin, And then he left and went to the Giants, and we know what's history. He beat Tom Brady 2 times. You know what I'm saying? So that was tough, man. I remember that, and I said, I was reading over this, man. I was like, wow, that's a tough one. The Buffalo Bills fired Wade Phillips.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then after he left, he left. But the Bills went 16 more seasons without a playoff berth when he left. So, you know, some of these teams, man, they regret it. They don't know at the time. The Cleveland Browns fired Bill Belichick.
Yep.
How about that? Then he left, went to the New England Patriots, and guess what happened? The rest is goddamn history. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many rings they got. Did he get? Six.
Yeah.
6 rings. That was incredible. That's probably the most regrettable firing out of everybody. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers fired Tony Dungy. Then he left, and he won the Super Bowl with the Colts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of regrets, man. And I guess my number one on the list got to be Andy Reid. Got fired by the Eagles. He left. He went to Kansas City and won multiple Super Bowls. So go ahead. You look like you was about to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 things. One, that Dungy firing was probably the worst one because the team they fired him. That same team went on and won the Super Bowl the very next year with all his players, the team that he put together. That I wanted to say that. And the White Chocolate threw out there something to your argument. The Seahawks are playing the Rams this weekend head to head too. So
that's what I said earlier. I said that's a game that's this weekend. It'll be a good game.
So we're gonna
know. We're gonna know.
Yeah, we gonna know. It's I'm excited about football this weekend because we gonna know a lot of stuff this weekend.
Big game. It's a big game tomorrow too.
Yeah, it is. It is for us Patriots fans.
Providence playing tomorrow.
Mo, forget about what Jay's saying. Mo, no, I'm gonna turn James' mic off in a second, man. Which top teams in the NFL do you think regrets firing their head coach? What's your top 5?
I'm surprised Howie didn't say this because at number 5, I got the Detroit Lions with Jim Caldwell.
I forgot about
that. That was
a bad one.
Yeah.
That was a bad one.
He was doing his thing up there, and then bam.
That was the only winning coach that they ever fired to, man. And they, we all know that was because he was black. Period, point blank. He was black.
In Detroit, they did this.
Yeah.
Number 4, he won't admit it, but Dallas firing Jimmy Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't been,
they ain't been the same since.
they ain't been right.
Hey, that's what Jimmy did to him.
He did. Everything you do.
Tennessee Titans firing Mike Grant. I bet Tennessee, they pissed off out there about that. Wait, I got a good one. Here's a good one. The Denver Broncos firing Mike Shanahan.
Yeah.
They were shambles. They were shambles for how long until they got right? How long did it take them? That was in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So, was that 5? That was 5. That's it right there. I had Bill Belichick down there with Cleveland also.
Okay.
They ain't been right since either.
Yeah, they ain't even. I don't even think they made the
He
playoffs.
took them to the not Super Bowl. I'm sorry. He put them in the playoff. They were like either a playoff team or they were a wild card team.
Either way, they still went to the playoffs.
They haven't been back since, right?
Yeah, they haven't been back since. No, haven't been back. Since. All right, D Jones, give me your 5 teams that in the NFL all time do you think regrets firing their head coach?
I got Belichick, Cleveland firing Belichick. I got one I'm surprised how he didn't say either. The Dolphins fired Dan Campbell or let him go when he was the interim coach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That could have changed their future. I got Dallas and Jimmy Johnson for sure. And I got Tony Dungy. To me, that was the number 1.
Yeah, Tony Dungy to me is the one that stands out the most. Jay, where you at?
I kept mine, more a little bit more current.
Okay.
So number 5, this is not a firing that they regret. This is a firing I think that they regret not firing. And I got the Cleveland Browns and Kevin Stefanski. Because if you have any other coach coaching that team right now, and he got Shedeur Sanders in that locker room, Shedeur been playing about 3 weeks now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them looking like garbage truck juice out here. Number 4, Dallas. Jerry would never say it. He regrets firing Mike McCarthy last season because for as mediocre as they were, at least he gave a floor to that team. And now they are terrible. New coaches in. There's nothing to show for that firing. It's awful. 3, I think the Miami Dolphins absolutely regret firing Brian Flores.
Yep.
They have not been near as consistent as they were under Brian Flores since they ran him out of there. Number 2, and I have no doubt about it, Tennessee Titans absolutely regret firing Vrabel.
Yeah.
They pulled the trigger on Vrabel way too early, man. He's a damn good coach, and you're seeing that now.
Yeah.
And you're seeing, what his replacement did. Nothing.
100%.
And number 1, the New York Jets, they had the guy in the building, and they didn't support him, and they fired him. Todd Bowles. They should have kept Todd Bowles with the Jets.
You know what? I forgot Todd Bowles with the Jets. I forgot. He should. Yeah, and look what he's doing now with Tampa Bay. 100%. White Chocolate threw out there. Kevin Stefanski took Cleveland to the playoffs twice. 2020, 11-5, and 23, 11-6. Completely forgot about that. That's how bad Cleveland sucked. Thanks, White Chocolate.
That still was a long time.
That was 2 seasons ago.
That was, I'm saying, for when Belichick took them to the, because you got to understand, that was Belichick.
And that was Belichick.
That was before the Jets. That was before all that. So that was still a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time. I get your point. Howie Bell, we back to you, bro. We back to you. And because we sat down and talked about GMs yesterday and everything else, give me your top 5 GM jobs you would absolutely love to have because you are who you are. You know what I mean?
Hey man, listen. All of my jobs are gonna be in all major markets, baby. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? I want to live the high life. I want to see how I might still fuck up, but I still want to live good like they do. You know what I'm saying?
Let me stumble in a
let me be bad and be good at the same time. So give me that New York Yankees job, baby. Come on with it. Let me get that. Let me get that Yankees money. Let me stay in them big high-rise penthouses and travel with, best first class. I'm gonna do that with the Dallas Cowboys too. Give me that job too. You know what I'm saying? Give me that. Let me turn them around, man. At least win one extra game a season. Get in there and get some of them amenities. That's one of the prettiest stadiums I've ever been in too, man. That Dallas Cowboys stadium. Give me that LA Lakers job, baby. What's happening? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Let me be the new Bus. You know what I'm saying? Let me do something in there. The Bell. Forget Bus, the Bell. Let me get in there and run that squad. I'd take the Boston Celtics. You know what I'm saying? While you playing. I come up there. It may not be as much glitz and glamour, but I come up there and get them amenities. Boston y'all living the high life. Y'all eat a lot of good crabs.
I would email the GM and say Howie Bell likes white women.
Hey, look, you got the snow bunnies up there too. Y'all got them, baby, in Boston, and they got big booties. I've never seen a lot of, only in Texas, but I see big booty white girls in Boston, baby. I tell you that. and of course, the number 1 team, you already know what I love, the Detroit Lions, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Detroit Lions, man, I have a ball. My friends and family, we be barbecuing at Ford Field and all that, baby. We kicking it. We getting down. It'd be like a family reunion every week, man. I'm telling you. That's my top 5.
All right, Bo, give me your top 5. I know it's the Yankees.
My top 5 is like where all the black women are beautiful at. Where it's either the black women are beautiful or black people just got it going on and we just got it on lock. So I'm starting number 5. I'm doing number 5, number 4, Houston Rockets, Houston Texans. Off the rip.
A place where Howard can never take the job.
I love
it. Listen, if Jay-Z can get a Beyonce, I can get something too. Be the GM, both of those. Man, listen.
You get you a Beyonce.
Listen. I take a Beyonce, a Megan, and I want her to make more money than me.
And Houston
got a little bit than me.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
but she ain't gonna be smart though.
Number 3, Atlanta, baby. I'm going to ATL. Atlanta Hawks Atlanta Braves. I'm out. For real. I'm done. And number one, any job in Miami.
Yeah.
I know y'all want me to say New York. No. I want to go where the black women are beautiful.
I'm with you.
Real.
I'm with you. And you
the
be
weather's
single,
nice.
right? You be single, right, Mo? That'd be it, right?
Man, listen. I'll be what I want to be making that GM money.
I dare you to leave me. I dare you.
Mo, you gonna get caught up in all kind of scandals.
I'm texting your wife.
Be the baby of the week, Howard.
Bro, I'm texting your wife at 6:02. This clip.
He could be prepaying child support like Ant.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Hey, man, listen. I'm 58 years old, man. I ain't got a lot of time left. I'll give it that what nobody think.
D.
So how you on
Jones,
them old new baby?
top 5 GM jobs you would love to have.
I'm flying to Florida and let me get the Jags. I'm gonna run their ass to the ground. I'm about to go get Jamarcus Russell. I'm about to go get Jamarcus Russell to be the starting quarterback. I'm gonna have Russ back him up. I'm gonna go get Antonio Brown. That's what I want. Right on. That's number 5. Number 4, the Celtics. Ever since Bird stole the ball, I hate the fucking Celtics. Run their ass to the ground. Number 3, the Giants. The Giants. Oh, yes. Payback is a B. I'm going to run them to you can fire me in 3 weeks. They out of here.
You can't do worse.
I'm gonna try my worst. Oh, let's go. Let's stay there. The Knicks. Y'all ain't won. I wasn't even born when y'all won championship. So I think I could do good. It's New York. Everybody want to play there. I mean, what the hell is wrong with the Knicks?
The owner.
And number 1,
Dolan.
that's true.
Yeah, the owner.
Number 1, I got cut in my city, man. They ain't never won shit. My daddy died, they ain't won. My uncle died, they ain't won. My granddaddy gone. The Lions, man, why they can't win shit?
So that's your number 1. That's a good list, though. That's a good list.
It is a good list.
It is hilarious, too. All right, Jay, give me your top 5 GM's jobs you would love to have.
Number 5 for me, I'm gonna say Philadelphia Eagles. Philly's a great city, great ownership. You know, it's close. You know, it's in between DC and New York. Great place to be. Number 4, I'm gonna say the Atlanta Falcons for the same reason that Howie and Mo cited. Atlanta's a great place to be a millionaire. I can tell you that, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you didn't even got to be a millionaire.
You know what I mean? Number 3, I'm gonna say I got another one. I'm gonna say the Baltimore Ravens because they're stable. They don't really get rid of people like that, and it's in the DMV area. I can live with that. Number 2, Miami Heat, baby. Who don't want to be in Miami?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to be there running the show down there?
Yeah.
And the number 1 spot, them Duval Jungle Cats, baby. There's nothing better than Duval, baby. If you out there out east, come up there every day, build a championship squad, and beat the hell out them Providence Patriots. That's what I'm talking about.
We definitely talk about a wish list there. That's for sure.
Right. Come on now.
All right. All right. So, being that this is the last question, I need you guys to run through this kind of fast. All right. How you ready? We're gonna go through this kind of fast because we talked about it a little bit. So, give me your where we at? Give me your top 5 reasons you think the WNBA All-Star Game format will or will not work.
The NBA All-Star format. You said WNBA.
I mean,
NBA, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it worked. I'm gonna go with the negatives first. I think that I got down here and I thought about this. It could get somebody touched on it. It could get gimmicky. It could get to where it's doing too much. I think that's what most say. You're doing too much. It ain't enough basketball. So it could get there. Now that would be my 5. Then there's the injuries. Somebody brought that up too. People getting hurt, the risk of that. You know what I'm saying? That's there. That's actually it probably should be up there at number 1. But that's my number 4 as far as why it won't work. Confusion and complexity. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think it may be too complicated if they don't get the format right. Because it's short time. You're trying to do a quick tournament. You know what I'm saying? In a short amount of time, over 3 days, so to speak, along with the other events that you got going on. So it may be a little bit too much as far as the logistics. You know what I'm saying, of it all. But on the positive side, I do think I like the excitement of it. You know what I'm saying? That would be number 2, the excitement of it, the NCAA format. I like that. I like the tournament vibe it has. And then number 1 would be, of course, USA against international players, playing for pride. I think that would be the number 1 thing that would make, people get more into it.
Mo, give me your top 5 list. Let's see, and let's run through this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think it's too much basketball going on. I think that it's too complicated. There's too many things happening. I think for me, they need to simplify it. Simplicity is the key. So it's not simple. It ain't going to really work like that. I mean, the voting process, I don't even know how that's going to work out yet. Are we going to vote for the foreigners and the Americans? Or, is the whole country voting, the world? Or I don't know. But I think it will work because it's the Americans versus
the world,
international, the world, and that's the only thing that's attracting it.
D. Jones, talk to me. Give me your 5 reasons you think it will or will not work.
It won't work unless the players care about it. The players don't care about it. It's not going to work.
Right.
They need to add some more money because that's what they care about is the money.
This is true.
3, they worry about their brand. I can't get embarrassed on TV. My brand is affected.
Good point.
And the last one I got is they need to add the most amount of money shouldn't be the most valuable player. It should be the defensive player of the All-Star game because they don't play no defense. So if you add defense and get that person the most money, man, it'd be so competitive.
That's a great point. Like give them $1 million check, defensive player of the game. I like that.
Or maybe they should get a certain amount of money for defensive plays. Now, 20,000 a block.
Yeah, something like that. Where you at, Jay? Give me your top 5.
Number 5, I did a mixture of both. It could work if they bring the most exciting players there are into the league,
right?
To play. Like if the lights come on, they can make it happen. Number 4, it could work if they advertise it in the proper way to get people excited about what's going to be coming up months down the road. Number 3, it could not work because the players might not bring the proper level of commitment and might not be bought into the whole thing. So it's going to be a lackluster performance. 2, it could work because those games can probably get really competitive. Whereas in the past, the games have not been competitive at all. And number 1, it could not work and the entire NBA All-Star Weekend experience just might be past its expiration date.
You all made some great points. I love everything that y'all said. Y'all made some excellent points. Let me bring in White Chocolate. White Chocolate's still in the background. What's going on? How you doing, sir?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
White Chocolate.
So you want to add something in this before I wrap this up?
Yep, I want to say something about the Giants. Per The Rock, it doesn't matter if they bring in Dayball, Flores, or Brian Griffin from Family Guy. That offensive line is going to be terrible no matter what, and that's all I got to say about that.
Okay, don't do impressions right now.
Yeah, well,
Whatever you do.
Nonetheless, no coach they bring in there is going to be able to fix that offensive line. That's the bottom line. And I want to say this too. Yesterday, I heard you, Frank. Frank did say that the Patriots would get 11 or 12 wins in training camp, and I said 8 or 9. And I just pulled up a text exchange from October 19th, and he asked me, "You want to change that total?" And I said, "Nope." I said 8 or 9, and he said, "You're being negative." And I said, "That's what we do. You're being nitpicky." And I said, "That's what we do around here." I have it. I'll send it to you guys. And if I can find the clip, I'll find a way to post a clip and send it to the group.
Yeah, because I've been saying it since the beginning of training.
He's been saying it since friggin' April.
Yeah,
I thought you said we had to go.
we do. Let's go. Howie Bell, tell everybody out there how they can follow you, bro.
Hey, Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL, Howie Bell, baby.
I love Mo. Mo, tell everybody out there they can follow you.
MOE_comic Maurice Smith on Facebook, MOE_comic Instagram.
D Jones.
313 D Jones on everything, man. Shout out to my Pistons tonight. We going for 8 straight.
Hey, and the Pistons are number 1. Whoa, number 1.
But half the team out tonight, so we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
Knicks got Orlando tonight. Knicks got Orlando.
We're leaving, Mo. We're leaving. Remember, we're leaving. We're trying to leave.
Now you want to leave.
Hey, how can everybody follow you?
I see that Mo E. or Smith, he had enough today. You can follow me at JD Hayes at Fanbase. Mo, he got to go to bed, baby. He got 17 jobs.
and White Chocolate. Everybody else can follow you. What's going on?
Follow me and Frank on Boston Straight Shooters on Facebook and YouTube.
And I forgot there were a couple of NBA players that passed the last couple of days. I know there was Lenny Wilkins, Michael Ray Richardson. I wanted to give obviously condolences to their family and everything else because those boys were very instrumental in the NBA. And I forgot to mention it, but now I wanted to make sure we mention it. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's show, of course, we're going to pick up where we left off, and then we're going to do a preview of the Thursday night football game and talk about some more hot topics. The name of the show is called Box Seats, and we are out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it,
That was a great show.